This is the PlayStation VR2 PC adapter, and with that you can connect your PSVR 2 to your computer, but it is by far a plug-and-play experience. If you look at the box, you might think it's just connecting this little thing to the computer. It's not. There are a lot of cables here. This is the connector, the adapter, so to say, with a USB in the end, that you have to plug into the net with this cable. Now, what's not included with the PC adapter is a DisplayPort cable. It doesn't come with it. You have to buy it separate if you don't have one. And this goes into the adapter and then goes to your computer. Now, what's also not included, if your computer doesn't have Bluetooth, you need to buy a Bluetooth dongle. That also is not included in the PC adapter box. And now we are just going to test how easy it is to connect the PSVR 2 to the computer. Let's see. Now, okay, here we are in the computer. I opened Steam. Here you can download the PlayStation VR 2 app. Click on launch and let's see what we will get next. Get ready for an immersive gaming experience. All right, get started. Pair and connect your controllers using Bluetooth. Okay, it's now searching for the right controller. We find it. Let's see if we can connect to it. It seems to be connected. There we go. Okay, done. Your controllers are connected. Next. Now do know that I have Bluetooth within my computer, but I had still to buy the dongle in order to connect these two controllers to my computer. All right, and now it just opens Steam VR. Now here we are playing Half-Life Alyx with the PSVR 2 on the computer. And well, this is what you get. And it's not too shabby, I would say. It's definitely not better than the Quest 3, if that's what you're asking. Now the tracking is stopping. The tracking is not doing what I want to do. Oh, there it is again. Okay, let's see if that happens often. Just grabbing something here, throwing that on the cat. I guess this works for now. Let us try something else, something that we normally play. Now let's see if we can start up DCS in the PSVR 2 and how the performance is over there. I guess we have to start that through the Steam VR client, which is not optimal if you want to play DCS. Okay, there it goes. It starts up DCS. It's funny here. It locks my FPS to 75. I'm now out of Steam VR. For some reason, the FPS is now locked to 75. Oh, wait a second. I know why it is at 75 FPS. That's strange. You know what it does? I have set the max FPS in the menu. It doesn't recognize this as a VR headset or for some reason. Let me get this to 90. Okay. 90 FPS now. That's the maximum. I mean, sure. It works. I got 12% GPU headroom now as well. With the 4090. It's just that everything is kind of blurry. I can't really read. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I can read the indicators, the big ones here, my altitude, how fast I'm going. But when it comes down to these things over there, I have a hard time reading those. Now, regarding flight simulators, let me mention just this. If you struggle to read indicators or normally wear glasses, but you know, not in VR, I highly recommend trying out the latest prescription lenses from VRWave.store. They prevent damage to the VR lenses because you don't have to wear glasses, which I was always worried about, and it will reduce eye strain with a blue light filter. So I don't want to sound like a billboard, but I really wish I had done this sooner. So if you're interested, visit VRWave.store. Now, I'm just curious, what if we just up the pixel density to 1.4? Let's see what that will do. Okay, here we are back in the F-16 in the Caucasus map with the PSVR 2 in DCS with a VR render resolution of 1.4, and now I can read everything clearly. It's way sharper now. But it's locked at 45 FPS now, so it now goes into reprojection mode with a 4090 here. But yeah, I mean, it works. I started up DCS and it works out of the box, so not too bad, I would say. And here we are in Euro Truck Simulator 2 with the PSVR 2 once more. And here I have 90 FPS. And you can see double screens right now. That's because this game doesn't have a nice mirror mode or social screen, as they like to call it. But good performance here. And yeah, I mean, clear enough that I can see everything nicely. Of course, Euro Truck Simulator in the distance always looks a bit blurry in VR, but this is very playable. Very okay. Very okay. If you have a PSVR 2 headset and you always wanted to play Euro Truck Simulator 2 in VR, and you have a decent computer, well, this is your chance, I would say. Such a good game, too. Now let's test one more game, one of my favorite games, also where you need controllers, and that is VTOL VR. So let's jump in. Now, here we are in VTOL VR. We are aligned on the runway, as you can see, and now my hand gets stuck. My right hand, my right controller loses tracking at times, which is very annoying if you want to play a game like VTOL VR, where you have to press all of these buttons here with your controller. But it does work out of the box. You can just start here and take off. Very important, of course. I need to use the controllers here in order to steer the plane. There we go, we took off. You see? Now it doesn't matter if I'm here, if I'm holding the stick, because but if you want to press buttons, yeah, it might be annoying. Although it might be just here, my computer, my room, that it just loses tracking because of whatever reason. But again, the VTOL VR out of the box, it works. If this is a game that you've always wanted to play, well, here's your chance with the PSVR 2 headset. Very interesting. Now the biggest question is, do you really want the PC adapter to play VR games on your computer with the PSVR 2? Well, if you have a PSVR 2 laying around and you have a decent computer, and yes, you want to play Euro Truck Simulator 2, or you always wanted to play VTOL VR, yeah, I think it's worth it. I mean, it's kind of out of the box. The game starts up and everything works. I had some issues with the controllers and connecting them. I had to buy a Bluetooth dongle. But overall, I think in that specific use case, it's worth to buy the PC adapter. Now, do you need to buy a PSVR 2 in order to play PC VR games? No. If you really want to play PC VR games, go for something like the Quest 3. That's just much better. Or the Pico 4, and if you want to go next level after that, you go for a Pimax Crystal. So the PC adapter is just really for, I've got a PSVR 2 laying around, I want to try PC VR games, buy the PC adapter. It's worth it. But keep in mind though, you need to have a USB dongle to connect the controllers, and it doesn't come with a DisplayPort cable, so you need to buy that one as well. But overall, it's alright. It's an alright product. 59 euros. Yeah.